This is Jo and Yoga Advent Calendar Day 13. Today's mini flow is all about stretch. For today's flow you may need a couple of yoga blocks handy, also a yoga strap if you have one. If not, you can also use a power band, and if you don't have that, you will be fine without. So I'll meet you in the tabletop pose when you're ready. So from here, we're gonna start by tucking our toes and sending our hips up and back into our first downward facing dog. Now, if this is your first downward facing dog of the day, you don't want to go into the full pose straight away. You want to warm up your joints and ligaments and tendons. So we're just gonna pedal or march on the spot, melt into the pose. Breathe. Next, on the inhale, we're going to take right leg up, bend the knee, and send that foot to the left. Look underneath your arm. Feel the stretch on the right side of the body. And slowly come back, knee to chest. Shift your body weight forward and step between your hands. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Melt your hips down. Inhale. On the exhale, push off your right heel. Join your shoulder blades. Draw your elbows down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Open, shine your heart to the sky, but keep your lower ribs in. And inhale, melt your hips down, and exhale, chest to the sky, lower ribs in. And again, inhale and exhale. Now inhale, and on the exhale, melt your hips down. Bring your left foot up, and try to grab it with your hand and try to pull it towards your glutes. Nice stretch of the front of the thigh. Release, and from here extend the back leg, turn your foot and stand up to warrior two. Adjust your stance, make sure your knee is over your ankle, your back foot is on the mat. and just breathe into this pose. On the next inhale, hands up and Skandasana on the back leg. Inhale, left hand on the mat, right hand open, your shoulder, chest to the sky. And on the exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back, bind and open your heart to the sky. Inhale, and on the exhale, go back to standing. Shorten your stance. Front toes facing forward, back toes facing to the side of the mat. Now we're gonna take that hip, the right hip, tuck it underneath the left hip, and we're gonna extend our spine forward, almost like there's something attached to the crown of your head and it's pulling you forward, not down. Then when you're ready, you can take your yoga block, and when you're ready, that hand goes down to your yoga block and open triangle pose. Look towards the sky. Imagine that you are between two glasses, two glass planks, and your hips need to be in one line so you can fit in between those glass planks. Breathe into the stretch. When you're ready, bend that front knee, get down, lower yourself down, and then now we can send that back leg to the back of the mat and side angle pose. One straight line from the tippy toes to the fingertips. On the next inhale, you're going to lift the right hand off the mat, send it underneath, and send the left hand behind your back. Bind and open your heart, shine your heart to the sky. Now bring your left hand back to the mat. Turn the back leg onto the outer edge. Side plank, and then send your toes on the other side. Wild thing. And you can put your right hand on the back of your head. Look behind. Feel the stretch and slowly come back. Right hand and then step. And then put your leg into pigeon pose. Inhale. You can use yoga blocks to support your pigeon. You can even put that block next to your knee for extra support. Inhale and exhale. Chest to thigh. Extend your arms and breathe. Inhale, and on the exhale, come back to pigeon. Now turn to your left. Try to bend this left knee. Maybe grab your foot. Maybe your foot can go into your elbow. Maybe you can try to find and interlace your fingers behind your head and shine your heart to the sky. And slowly release. Put your blocks away for a minute. Now tuck your back toes, lift your knee off the mat. Bring this right foot to the right edge of the mat. Lizard pose. Back leg active. Look forward. Bring your chest forward. Breathe into this pose. When you're ready, lift your hips up. Lift your right leg off. Step back and slowly chaturanga all the way down, and the cobra pose. Open your chest, hug your lower ribs in, breathe. Don't let that lower back curve anymore. Keep your core engaged. And now send your hips back into child pose. Okay, when you're ready, tuck your toes and downward facing dog. March on the spot. Melt into this position. When you're ready, left leg up, bend your knee, send it to the right, look underneath your arm and feel the stretch on the left side. And slowly come back. Knee to chest, step between your hands, lower lunge. Inhale, melt your hips down. Exhale, bring your elbows down, shoulder blades together, and interlace fingers behind your back. Look up, lower ribs in, and inhale, hips down. Exhale, shoulder blades together, interlace fingers, open your heart to the sky, and inhale, and exhale. And inhale, look up. And on the next one, tuck your toes and count to warrior two. Breathe, make sure your knee is above your ankle, your back foot is on the whole foot is on the flat on the mat, and just breathe. On the next inhale, hands up, straighten the front leg and Skandasana on the right leg. Place your right hand down, inhale, open your shoulder, look up, exhale, interlace your fingers on the back, look up. Inhale, release, exhale, come back to standing. Shorten your stance. Inhale, tuck your left hip underneath the right hip. Send your left hand forward, top of your head going forward, not down. And when you're ready, grab your yoga block and send this hand down, triangle pose. Look up. Breathe into the stretch. When you're ready, bend your front knee, send the back leg back. Side angle, one straight line from the back leg to the fingertips of your right hand. Breathe through your nose. When you're ready, bind, interlace your fingers, look up. And slowly release the right hand on the mat. Turn on your back leg. Place your toes behind and open into wild thing. Left hand on the back of your head. Pull the elbow out. Open your chest. Slowly release. Hand on the mat. Come to pigeon pose. Breathe. You can use your yoga blocks here for support. It's more active when you try to stay upright. Your shin doesn't have to be parallel to the top of your mat. You just get into comfortable position. Inhale, and on the exhale, chest to the thigh. Extend your arms. Breathe through your nose. When you're ready, come back. Bend your back knee. See if you can find your foot. See if that foot goes into your elbow. Maybe you can even find the bind behind your head. This side might be different from the other side. It's perfectly normal for people to have different sensations on left and right side of the body. I am definitely less flexible on this side. Slowly release. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips, lift your knee, and bring that leg to the side of your left hand. Place the knee down, back knee down, open, and find your foot. Pull that foot towards your body. Feel nice stretch in the thigh. Now pull the foot away from your body and feel stretch in your shoulder. Slowly release. Lift that knee. Active lizard pose. Chest forward. Look forward. Back leg strong. When you're ready, lift your hips. Lift foot off the mat. Send it back. And chaturanga slowly all the way down. And tuck your toes. Cobra pose. Lower ribs down. Engage your core. You can keep your elbows bent. Engage your glutes. And send your back to child pose. From here, we're gonna go on our backs. You may need your strap, so have it handy. So we're gonna slowly go on our backs. And first, we're gonna lift both knees. And we're just gonna circle down. Keep your back stuck to the floor. Lower back, keep your lower back stuck to the floor. Don't allow this lumbar curve to increase. Keep your core engaged and change directions now. Okay, next one is gonna be a waterfall position. So legs up, and here what we can do, we can bend our knees and place the strap on the ball of our feet, and keep your lower back stuck to the floor, and pull it slightly down, only to feel the stretch. It's a very light discomfort, it shouldn't be pain. If it's painful, go back. Only ever so slightly. Okay, put the strap to the side, and from here, inhale, hands behind your head, and pull yourself into a plow pose. Try not to use momentum. Try not to rock into this position. Try to send your hips over your head or in line with your head. Breathe. And now slowly send your hips down. Very slowly. Keep your knees as close to your face as possible, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, send your legs down. Place your feet flat on the mat, and we're going to lift our hips and bring our arms down, and same opposite direction. Hips up, arms down, arms up, hips down. Now lift your toes and try to do it just by pushing through your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now extend your left leg, take your strap and put it around your right foot. Lower back on the floor, pull your foot towards the back of the mat. Now I can't pull that leg too much because I've got a little bit of an injury going on, so I'm not gonna try to make it worse. I'm gonna just keep it there, but if you want and if you feel you can pull it towards the back of the mat. Breathe. Flex your foot to feel the stretch on your calf. When you're ready, open to the right. Try to keep that left hip on the ground. Obviously I hit the window, so it's not going to go any farther, but you can bring it to the floor if you can. You can just hold it there. If it makes it better for you to bend your knee, that's fine. Okay, and we're just gonna swap, so we're gonna do little twists. So right hand on the floor, left hand is pulling your leg towards left. stretch. Don't let your shoulders come off the mat. Everything else, just not your shoulders. Shoulders on the mat. Breathe through your nose. When you're ready, bring that leg up and back. Bend your knee. Extend your right leg. And let's do the same on the left. With your left hand, pull your leg, pull your foot towards the back of the mat. Shoulders, try to keep your shoulders on the, that's the purpose of the strap. So we are not hanging there. We are relaxed on the floor, but we've got the strap to use to pull the leg. Flex the foot to feel stretch in your calf. When you're ready, bring your foot down to the side. Keep this hip, right hip on the floor. Push it maybe with your hand. When you're ready, come back. Switch your hands. Left hand on the floor, right hand bringing the foot to the right. So our hips can turn, but shoulders stay on the mat. Breathe into this pose. You can stay longer in those poses. You can pause the video and stay as long as you like to make you feel nice and stretched. So release that foot, put your strap on the side, extend your legs to the corners of the mat. Close your eyes and take your Shavasana. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you wish. And then when you're ready, come back to seating. I don't recommend ever just getting up from Shavasana to standing. Always get to seating and stay there for a couple of minutes to feel relaxed and ready to get up on your feet. Thank you for the practice today. Namaste.